Have you ever wondered why so many Mediterranean grandmothers live well into their 90s? Still sharp, smiling, and full of stories? They don't rely on fancy supplements or complex diets. Instead, many of them swear by something incredibly simple, a humble bowl of soup. Today, we're going to explore what I call the three-ingredient brain-boosting soup. It's inspired by the traditions of grandmothers from Italy, Greece, and coastal Spain. Women who've passed down recipes that have nourished bodies and minds for generations. And the best part? You probably already have the ingredients in your kitchen. But before we dive into the recipe, let us understand why this soup is more than just food. It is a form of natural brain care. The Mediterranean secret in small Mediterranean villages. Food isn't just about survival. It's about connection, rhythm, and nourishment from nature. People gather around fresh produce, olive oil, herbs, and legumes, most of which come straight from the backyard or nearby markets. Scientists have been fascinated by the Mediterranean diet for decades. Studies show it helps reduce the risk of heart disease, supports weight management, and, most importantly for us today, protects the brain. For older adults, maintaining memory, focus, and mood often comes down to one key thing: keeping the brain's blood vessels healthy and its cells protected from damage. And guess what? The ingredients in today's soup are champions at doing just that. The three magic ingredients. Let us start with the first ingredient, the heart of this entire dish: extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil has a long history in the Mediterranean kitchen, used not just for cooking, but also for healing. Researchers at Harvard and the University of Navarra found that people who consume olive oil daily show slower cognitive decline as they age. Why? Because olive oil is packed with monounsaturated fats and antioxidants. They fight inflammation, keep blood flowing smoothly to the brain, and protect neurons from early aging. Many grandmothers even drizzle a spoonful over their soup right before serving. It's their secret to making the meal richer, not just in flavor, but in protection from memory and mental clarity. Now, for the second ingredient, chickpeas. Chickpeas are tiny powerhouses of plant protein, fiber, and essential minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc. These nutrients help regulate mood and keep your brain cells communicating properly. Think of chickpeas as slow energy food. They release glucose gradually, keeping your brain fueled all day. In contrast, sugary foods give a quick burst but cause energy crashes that can make you foggy or tired. And the third ingredient, fresh rosemary. That beautiful Mediterranean herb with its fragrant pine-like aroma isn't just for taste. Rosemary contains a compound called carnosic acid, which scientists have linked to improved memory and neuroprotection. In fact, there's an old saying in Southern Europe, where rosemary grows, the woman rules with memory and heart. It's a poetic way of saying that rosemary keeps the mind sharp and the soul steady. So when you combine rosemary with olive oil and chickpeas, you get a simple, earthy soup that nourishes your brain with three proven natural boosters. The story of Maria, the village grandmother. Let me tell you about Maria, an 87-year-old grandmother from Crete. Every morning, she walks her small hillside garden, picks a handful of rosemary, and starts a pot of chickpea soup simmering on low flame. No hurry, no distractions, just rhythm. The same way she's done it since she was a teenager. She says, "I always feel my mind wake up when I smell rosemary and olive oil cooking." Doctors in her village told researchers that women like Maria, who follow these traditional eating habits, rarely show signs of dementia. Instead, they stay socially active, emotionally balanced, and mentally present well into their elderly years. Modern medicine is now catching up to this wisdom. The Mediterranean diet isn't just good for the body, it's deeply protective for the brain. Making the soup, step by step. Let's walk through how you can prepare this brain-boosting soup at home. All you need are 1 cup of cooked chickpeas or canned, rinsed well, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon of finely chopped fresh rosemary. Optional. You can add a pinch of garlic, a squeeze of lemon, or a few pieces of chopped spinach for extra nutrients. Now, here's how to make it. Step 1. In a pot, warm the olive oil gently on low heat. You don't want it to smoke. That can reduce the healthy compounds. Just let it shimmer. Step 2. Add the rosemary and let it release its aroma for 20 to 30 seconds. That fragrance means the natural oils are coming alive. Step 3. Add in your cooked chickpeas and a cup or 2 of water or low-sodium vegetable broth. Let it simmer for about 15 minutes. Step 4. Mash a small portion of the chickpeas in the pot to create a creamy base. No need for cream or butter. That's it. A nutrient-dense, heartwarming bowl that tastes like home and gives your brain the fuel it needs. Nutritional breakdown. Let's look briefly at what's happening nutritionally in that bowl. Olive oil provides healthy fats that keep your nerve cells lubricated and resilient. Chickpeas supply your brain with steady glucose and amino acids, essential for mental focus. Rosemary adds antioxidants that protect your neurons from stress and inflammation. Together, these 3 ingredients form a trifecta for mental energy and clarity, safely and naturally. How this soup feeds the brain. Now that we've seen how simple and easy this soup is to prepare, let's explore how those 3 humble ingredients actually work inside your brain. Your brain makes up only about 2% of your body weight, but it consumes more than 20% of your daily energy. It's one of the hungriest organs in your body. To stay alert, remember names, balance your mood, and even feel joy, your brain needs a steady supply of clean fuel, oxygen, and protection from inflammation. That's where this Mediterranean soup quietly performs its magic. Olive oil's healthy fats build flexible cell membranes. That means signals between brain cells move smoothly, without interruptions caused by inflammation or plaque buildup. Think of olive oil as the lubricant that keeps the communication wires of your brain working effortlessly. Meanwhile, chickpeas give your brain a balanced source of carbohydrates and protein. The complex carbs break down slowly, providing a gradual release of energy, especially helpful for people who experience mental fatigue or fog in the afternoon. The plant protein also supports neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which help regulate mood and focus. And rosemary? It's a natural defender. The compounds in rosemary act like tiny shields, protecting your neurons from oxidative stress, a major contributor to memory loss and dementia as we age. Together, these ingredients form what scientists call a neuroprotective trio. They don't just feed the body. They create an environment where your brain can continue to grow new connections and stay active. Timing matters for seniors. When you eat can be just as important as what you eat, especially as we grow older. For seniors, digestion slows down slightly with age, and big heavy meals can leave you feeling sluggish. This soup, however, is light but deeply nourishing. That makes it perfect for a lunchtime meal or a small early dinner. Many Mediterranean grandmothers actually enjoy it in the mid-afternoon, around 3 or 4 p.m., when the body needs a gentle energy lift, but not a full meal. Eating lighter in the evening also supports better sleep, which is another key to maintaining good memory and mental sharpness. Studies show that people who eat smaller, earlier dinners have better overnight brain cleansing. That's when your brain clears out waste proteins that build up during the day. So, If you replace your occasional heavy dinner with a warm bowl of this soup, you not just giving your digestion a break, you literally helping your brain refresh itself overnight, making it a habit. The key to lasting benefits isn't in one bowl of soup. It's in consistency, just like the Mediterranean lifestyle itself. Try having this soup 2 or 3 times a week as part of your balanced routine. You can prepare a larger batch and store portions in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. It reheats beautifully in minutes. You might even make it part of a family ritual, a midweek brain supper. The act of cooking slowly, smelling the herbs, and sharing the meal with loved ones turns it from nourishment into connection. Remember, brain health is about more than nutrients. It's about lifestyle, calmness, relationships, and joy. Senior-friendly tips. Let's talk about a few quick tips to make this soup even more senior-friendly. If chewing chickpeas feels difficult, use a blender briefly to create a smoother texture. For extra flavor without salt, add herbs like thyme or a dash of lemon. To support joint health alongside brain health, sprinkle a few ground flax seeds before serving. It complements the olive oil's healthy fats. If you manage blood sugar concerns, this soup is already low on the glycemic index, making it safe for most diabetics when consumed in moderation. And if you prefer variety, you can substitute lentils or white beans for chickpeas now and then. The important thing is maintaining that base trio of olive oil, legumes, and aromatic herbs. A moment of reflection. Close your eyes for a second and imagine sitting by the sea on a quiet evening, a warm bowl of soup in your hands, rosemary scent in the air, and a soft breeze that feels like time slowing down. This moment reflects the essence of the Mediterranean way of living. Simplicity, patience, gratitude. It isn't about complicated recipes or expensive ingredients. It is about giving your body and mind the care they quietly ask for. Grandmothers in these villages didn't measure nutrients or count calories. They listened to their bodies, moved naturally, stayed socially active, and cooked with love. That's the spirit this soup truly captures. Food, emotion, and the aging brain. Food isn't just fuel, it's also memory. Every aroma, every flavor, every recipe connects us to people and moments we love. For many older adults, cooking or eating a family recipe can instantly bring back memories from decades ago. A wedding, a childhood kitchen, or the comfort of someone's voice. That emotional recall is not just sentimental. It's deeply neurological. Studies have shown that pleasant smells, especially from herbs like rosemary or basil, can trigger the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. It's why certain scents feel like time travel. So when you simmer rosemary and olive oil together, you're not just cooking. You're engaging your emotional memory system. You're gently awakening pathways that remind the brain, I am still here. I still remember. That is one of the most beautiful elements of this brain-boosting soup. It exercises memory not only through nutrition, but through the senses themselves. Stories at the dinner table. In every traditional Mediterranean home, mealtime is more than an eating event. It's a storytelling circle. Grandmothers often tell family histories while stirring soup or serving bread. These shared stories keep the mind active and strengthen emotional bonds. Psychologists now understand that conversations and storytelling prevent cognitive decline by stimulating verbal and recall skills. You can bring this habit into your own home too. The next time you make this soup, invite a friend or family member to join you. Share a childhood memory or listen to theirs while eating. It keeps both hearts and minds well fed. Longevity in these regions doesn't come only from olive oil or herbs. It thrives because life stays social and meaningful. A weekly brain care routine. If you want to take inspiration from the Mediterranean way, Here's a simple weekly rhythm you can follow. Have your brain-boosting soup 2 to 3 times a week. Enjoy a 20-minute walk outdoors daily, ideally after lunch or dinner. Add more fresh herbs to your meals, not just rosemary, but parsley, thyme, and oregano. Stay hydrated. Even mild dehydration can affect memory and focus. And most importantly, make space for laughter, gratitude, and gentle activity. The Mediterranean lifestyle is not about perfection. It's about small, consistent habits that together build a longer, happier, and more mentally engaged life. Words from the grandmothers, there's a saying from Crete that goes, "If you love the earth, it will love you back." Those women understood something modern science is proving now. When you care for your body with natural, unprocessed foods, your body rewards you with vitality. When you eat mindfully and with gratitude, your brain performs better because calmness improves blood flow and reduces stress hormones. One Italian grandmother reportedly told her granddaughter, "Eat with joy, not fear. That's the real secret." That simple idea carries profound wisdom. Worry doesn't digest well, but joy does. A simple call to action. So maybe it's time to bring a little Mediterranean calm into your own kitchen. Tonight, start with the 3 ingredients: olive oil, chickpeas, rosemary. Let it simmer slowly. Listen to the sound, smell the herbs, and remember that you're doing something deeply kind for your brain. This isn't medicine. It's nourishment. It's a gift for your memory, your focus, and your peace of mind. And when you sit down with that warm bowl, take the first spoonful slowly. Taste the connection between generations. Feel the calmness that comes with slowing down. Your brain and your heart will thank you for it. From the villages of the Mediterranean to your own kitchen, the secret to a healthy brain may simply be found in a humble soup pot. Cook with love. Eat with gratitude. And never stop nourishing both your body and your memories. If you like our video, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you guys.